Throughout my time here, my family has been repetitively denied. I understand Travis Bloom is an idiot. I understand that. Fully understand that. He holds a good heart.
Fabricating fictitious government you ever seen.
My little brother used to run to mother and say, "Mom, BB hit me." BB was my sister. He used to say, "BB hit me." Mom would say, "Well, my lovely young man, where are the marks to prove such?" Well, Mom, show me the marks. He could not show any marks. Mother would say, "I can't tell where the marks are." True story.
And the evidence is going to show that law enforcement tampered with evidence to meet their such high burden of proof.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No.
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
No.
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
Probably did. Everybody has.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Everybody has.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I muted it inside the program and it doesn't show up as muted. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome to Baker and his new program that he'll mess up in all the time. But as I was trying to say before, I was having my morning show when I started here, my foot twat started dinging, and sometimes I look at it. Sometimes if the show is going, I don't check it as much. But then I could see someone started asking in chat about the JFK car crew extravaganza, Jimmy Boy's birthday bash. And I thought, who voluntarily watches that brain rot? I get sent clips from them.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, and his Susie cues.
I even have one of them because I see them as jokes. I see them as idiots who came into this free care and read movement sniffing out that there was money to be made, there's views to be had, and they got a decent following. They get better views than I do. And they do nothing to promote care and read. They do nothing to help care and read other than they sit there and they make weird sentences like, yo, Turtle Boy, oh, TB, and yo, it's funny, yo, because, we, that then, and TB, he's such a little pussy boy. Oh, hey, TB, you want to come on the show? And yeah, no, it was just a joke. Yo, TB's tuberculosis kid. He's such a pussy. Oh, he stole money. He did all of this. Blah, blah, blah. And there's a lot of people clapping like seals because, oh, they are so great. I would rather listen to Tuesday try to figure out to order a pizza than listen to any of these idiots. But I got messages sent from me saying, did you hear this absolutely buttfuckery that went on tonight? And I said, no. Hey, Sleuthy. And I went on to TwitTwat. Someone called me on TwitTwat, talked to me about what had happened. And I went in and looked at it. And let me say, I hope for the love of God that this guy they brought on tonight to make severe allegations against Ray from Dallas has all the proof. Because, Jimmy boy, you just hosted a man who made some of the most defamating statements about Ray from Dallas. So, of course, what any normal person would do was, whoopsie, I'm sorry, we can't talk about that. I have no knowledge about this. This is, I'll wait till I see any proof of that. And when Mo Esquire came on your show and she said, you can't prove any of the shit you just said. And they said, well, Ray just ran away. Yo, he can just, come back, and then he can just, say, I didn't do, like, because, that's how we do when we steal muscle milk. No, that's not how it works, you fucking idiots. I'm not allowed to say retards. You had a person on who made an allegation that Ray from Dallas was a child molester. You didn't pull this guy off. You had him on. And all of your bullshit with, hey, it's an open link and he just jumped on when Ray from Dallas was on. And hey, who are you? Doesn't fool anyone. You are worse actors than you are rappers. Everyone knew that was planned when they saw you. And I hope Alex told his cousin that he was going to tell his story on the internet with some of the most toxic people on the earth. Forget just the web. Yes, allegedly, maybe. I hope that this Alex guy has proof of what he just accused Ray from Dallas of. Gabriel, our Lord and Savior, that mouth-breathing troglodyte who was smart enough to try and hide when he accused me of being a PDF file. The other two idiots are just 5% smarter, so they know they can't come out right and say, you are a PDF file, because that would be a defamation lawsuit right in their fucking face as fast as you can put it there. They know that. Dave Brill, he's not that smart. The guy thinks that he has a DNA sample in his freezer. Okay. Idiots. You hosted a guy that you clearly knew was going to go and make these allegations against Ray from Dallas, because that little, oh, who are you? I'm JFK, by the way. No, you're not. You're fucking Randy, a 50-something-year-old guy who thinks that he's Marky Mark's cousin, who has done nothing since you came on this scene than try and make as much chaos as possible so you could sit and milk the tits of Sugar Nan. That's the only thing you have done. Oh, I was fighting for Karen Reed. You did shit all. None of you have done nothing for her. You became free Karen Reed when you could jump on the anti-Turtle Boy train. You put her little hashtag in your video so you would move up in the algorithm. You did fuck all. Oh, who are you? I'm an idiot in Denmark. That's who I am. I know you're going to sit there tomorrow and say, yo, you know, I'm so cool. Yo, you know, he's not from Boston. Randy, fucking grow up. You're 50 years old. You talk like you think you're going to make a rap album next week. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about you. You can call me fat. You can call me stupid. You can call me all the things that you do. It doesn't change the fact that you're a sad, pathetic little clown who streams from his car and think that he's a cool guy. And now on your buddy Jimmy's show, his birthday bash, you brought on a guy who made some very defamatory statements that none of you said, you know, we can't, no, you have to go. You'll sit tomorrow and say, well, it wasn't my show. I didn't know anything. Sure, bro. Sure, you didn't know anything because you just watched me when he came in. I said, who are you? Because Alex, who knows no one on this show, who knows nobody, just when Ray comes on and Ray is trying to ask for peace, trying to say, hey, I'm sorry for the things I've said. And could you maybe retaliate that? This guy just pops on. Isn't that wonderful timing? And then we find out that a certain person had been in contact with them. This was a clear setup. So you could have Ray disappear and then you could say, action speaks louder than words, right? And he just disappeared. Why didn't he stay? What was he supposed to be sitting there and doing? Saying, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Because you had accepted that. Oh, we're just asking questions. You know, it's like, yo, why is TB allowed to ask questions when we're not allowed to ask questions? Yo, you know, we're journalisms too. I am hopeful that you all checked the T's, dotted the I's, and crossed whatever off the list that you could. Because I'm pretty sure that Ray from Dallas has some lawyer that is advising him right now. Randy was pissed James talked to Ray the other day and didn't tell Randy. Well, Randy, you're a control freak. You're a sad little pathetic man. I hope that you have 100% airtight shutters between you and that Alex guy. That there's no proof that you talked to him beforehand. That there's no proof that you were in communications about this attack on Ray from Dallas. Because if Ray from Dallas have a halfway decent lawyer, you will most likely receive a letter tomorrow that you better fucking retract the statements you made. Or else you might have to see the inside of a courtroom. I know you always talk about prison and how Aiden couldn't make it in prison. He was just in sick ward. Well, I don't know if you can lose the storage unit you record your videos in. But posting a guy making these defamatory allegations, that could probably bite you in the ass, don't you think? Yo, it was Jimmy boy. I didn't do nothing, you know. I'm just Randy. I don't know anything. I spin the wheels and I make music. 39,000 feet. No, you were sitting there taking over everything when Mo Esquire came on the show. You were really building it up. Why didn't he just say he didn't do it? Because you had accepted that, right? Fucking phony. When did this happen? It happened while I was streaming this morning. I know that is why I have a knot in my tummy all night. Oh, I'm sorry. Ray was... Ooh. My camera just crapped out again. I'm not that pale in real life. Just because I have a lot of light in my face. I have to say that. AI think on Rat's House tonight they played JFK finding out. Jays went on Ray's channel and made peace. JFK was furious. Yeah, because Ray came on to try and make peace. Because, hey, just got his ass stuck by Meredith and the koala crew. Remember when JFK didn't look like the koalas and the kangaroos until he saw the grift was better when Sugar Tits started throwing money at everyone who was against Aiden? Yo, we're keeping it at 100 here. Yo, we sway with the wind. This is how we do it in Boston, from the streets. Jim was on with Ray last week saying he wanted to build bridges. Yeah, that's funny. Little Jamie boy has been out there all the time talking about how we need to come together. And they just said something about my former girlfriend, and that's why I got mad at him. I've never said a word about that girl. I don't know anything about that story other than she passed away, and may God take care of her soul. But you didn't hold back against me, did you, little boy? You three guys, I'm keeping Kev out of this because he wasn't on screen. You're fucking pathetic. And I just hope that you have proof of what you had a guest on alleging tonight, because no one buys that you didn't know what he was going to say. So you willfully hosted a guy that claimed that Ray from Dallas was a child molester. I already know what my next fundraiser is going to be for if Ray chooses to pursue legal actions over this one. If it's true, hey, he's the worst person in the world, but you better fucking have some proof of it. Because all we have right now is a guy saying, I am the truth, I am the evidence. I'm pretty sure that's not how it worked. You have to have a police report. You have to have a conviction in court. Yeah, but this guy just came on. We had an open link. We didn't know. Fuck you. No one believes this. I didn't see Kev on when Alex came on. Yeah, you need a conviction before you make these kind of allegations. But if Ray from Dallas is making a lawsuit and needs some money for a lawyer, I'm more than willing to try and raise some money for him. Set up a GoFundMe and I'll share the shit out of it. Because these asshats, this has gone way too far. Not just these idiots. These fucking clowns are just in there so they can get some money. The whole ex-kerfuffle that started all of this bullshit, it's gone too far. We have made fun of each other. Fair weather. Move on. I've kept quiet about these idiots because the drama doesn't really help anyone. And I've been sick. I don't want to waste my time thinking about these brain rot idiots. We kind of got past all of that bullshit. People have gone into the camps they were going into, and it's just the same idiotic takes being put on Twit every single day. So it was kind of gone over. Then they doxed Ray from Dallas. And then everything blew up again because then people started getting suspended because, hey, you know what? It's actually illegal to share personal information like that online. Oh, it is? But I share whatever I want because everyone thinks I'm so cool when I give them all of Turtle Boy shit. Oh, yeah, that's the funny thing. That recording that no one had heard, no one got mad about that recording till someone leaked it through her friends in Koala Town. And everyone got mad at Turtle Boy for that. You wouldn't have known anything about it if he didn't say that Yelp review was bad for a certain person. Funny how they all forget that the only reason people know that Aiden and Karen had an argument was because someone stole that recording from Aiden. That person has been lauded as a saint, and that has gone to her fucking head. So she thinks she can do nothing wrong. First, she tries to blackmail Ray from Dallas. Now she talks to this guy on Facebook. This has gone too far. Way too far. You are destroying people's lives. And you don't give a fuck about it because you are such a pathetic little person that you can't see beyond your own nose. You don't care. Friends, family, whatever. Kids, fair game. No, it's not. You're horrible people. And anyone, I don't give a crap if any of you are in chat right now and saying, well, Turnboy shouldn't have recorded Karen. Fuck off. You didn't know it. No one knew it until these fucking assholes shared it. No one. Just like having a DM conversation with someone. Keep it in the DMs. Because you don't need to share that shit. The anger was pointed at exactly the wrong place. And everyone forgot that little part. Because they just wanted to be part of the tearing down the Turtle Boy train. And sadly, that drama didn't pay as well as it should have. So now we're just moving on. Anyone who helps Aiden is a PDF file, is a woman hater, is whatever else they have called me, Ray, Will, all of us. Half of you in chat have heard some of the same things about you, just because you didn't jump on I hate Aiden wagon. You have gone too far, all of you pathetic little peons sitting out there with your twat. Oh, I can hate. Karen will love me now. No, she won't. Do you think Karen likes hearing about this all the fucking time? No. She doesn't need to relitigate her criminal trials in twat every day. She has bigger fish to fry. She don't give a fuck about you. And all your petty little bullshit. That you need to keep going because you are too inept to make content. So the only thing you have is, well, I can just sit here, and then I can throw barbs at the other because I'm just asking questions, just like Turtle Boy, I'm just a journalist. You're a retard who's just chasing the next little $5 check you can get. And you don't give a fuck about the lives you have ruined. The stream is still up, Bridget. The stream is still up. Was she on the Ray thing on the stream? She wasn't on the stream at the same time as Ray, but she was on there talking about how she had apparently some contact with him is how I understood it. And Nick doesn't help Karen at all. I'm sorry to say it. I know they have a certain status because of the money they raised. But the Roccos, they have done more to hurt Karen Reed the last month than Krusty Panties have done in the last 3 years. This is from BLT. What I'm witnessing on Jimmy Boy's show tonight is so wildly inappropriate and gross. I'm not being funny. This subject effing infuriates me when people don't handle it appropriately, and this was far from appropriately handled. Sincerely hope you both and Randy lose your channels for this. You do not do what you guys just did with this subject, especially when you do not have your facts straight. I's dotted, T's crossed. It's not entertainment. I have zero respect for any of you for after this. This isn't entertainment. Let the facts fall where they may and the truth come out. But it's not entertainment, especially when you didn't verify anything. You four are trash. And to bring Meredith up, fucking insane. And then Jackie A says, the entire thing looked like an ambush. Jay Brill and Meredith, contacting that dude on the same day for info on Ray. No evidence, no reports, no victim, just accusations. I hope they lose their channels and get sued. It was absolutely an ambush. Mo pointed out when she came on, I think he means, that both Meredith and Jay Brill was speaking with this person on Facebook in advance. The first thing they asked when it was supposedly an open link when Alex came up was, Ray, who's this? Yeah, that was funny. That why would Ray know who another black guy is? Is it your racism that every black guy knows each other? Or because you fucking set it up, you morons? Not, hey, who are you or anything like that. They knew Ray would know who it was because they planned this. That's BLT's take on it. And then Jackie says, Jay Brill keep going off screen. It was coordinated and ran by all of them. Turtle Boy needs to stay away from all of them. They are effing wild trash. They are effing wild trash. They are insane. There's just nothing else to say about this. Bringing on a guy that you clearly know is going to make these allegations. Yeah. Yeah, Linda, we are talking serious things right now. The Roccos are a liability for Karen Reed at this point. Yes, especially Jenna Rocco, who has been really active attacking a lot of us on the twats and calling us stupid names as well. So, yeah. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't really want to show the clips. There was some clips out there, but I don't feel like I want to play them. It's I find it despicable that you will take a beef online so far. I find it disheartening that this is what it has come to. But you are the voice of reason everyone needs to hear, Baker. Thank you, Sarah Helen. No, I'm just an angry guy, or Sarah Ellen, sorry. I'm just an angry guy who saw some bullshit, and then I went in and verified that what I read on the Twitter was actually what was said on the show. And it was just insane to me. If JFK thought this was really true, this is how you would handle it. Yeah. Why didn't you make this person go to the police and make these allegations, make sure that it wouldn't happen again? Didn't Ray lose a son last year? Yeah. And this is how you treat people like that. Yeah. See, this is why victims don't speak up, because people use those labels and storylines to hurt people. Oh, was Nan on the show as well? Well, then at least they got paid. Fuck it, let's do this.
For sharing this screenshot. She really wanted everybody to stop talking about this, and I think him having his real identity out there scared him.
How does she care?
I don't know, because she wants to be one of those pick-me's. I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon, all of these women who are, like, clowning around him and, like,
I know.
Eden and others is weird. No self-respect.
Like, I really this is crazy, man.
For sharing this screenshot. She really wanted everybody to stop talking.
So, I believe that was Mo Esquire they talked about.
What did you record it now? Right.
So now they're asking Alex some questions. Oh, yeah, Kevy Kev was on. Sorry, I didn't see it. Well, F you too, Kevy Kev.
What did you record it now? Right. I appreciate that, Alex. Why you think this funny? You're a lawyer. You think this is funny? You think a little boy? You think a little. What I'm saying, he's holding it down. Where's Ray at? Where's the?
So all I'm saying is that if you're taking this guy, we'll see. If you gotta have a good faith to believe that what you're broadcasting is true, and if you still have a good faith belief that it's true, when I'm telling you, I will bet my bar license on it. Yeah, but you have no reason to trust me. But I think it's enough of me calling in here to say it that if you believe. No, what I'm saying is that you are broadcasting that what he is saying about Ray is true. That he's a pedophile. That he committed these sexual acts against minors. You're broadcasting that.
I just know that. I know women, but
that's what you're doing right now.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so I'm telling you.
Ray had a chance to say why it's not true, and that's it. And he's not. He ran.
What is he gonna say? It's not true.
That's
what
all
is
he
he
wants.
gonna say?
Tell him he's a
Because it's
liar.
not true.
Tell him he's a liar. That's all he's asking for.
The
But he
burden
won't
is
do
on
it.
the people. The burden is on the people. Public.
Sorry, I didn't set this up correctly. Meredith was the one in the first show who was talking. I know the audio is very low, but this is someone recording that camera instead of doing a screen grab. You could hear they were in the candy bag a little bit ago. This is Mo Esquire. I believe Mo Esquire is her name on the twat, who is an Esquire, which doesn't mean that she is part of the English gentry, but that she is a lawyer. And she's now sitting here, and you can see that JFK gets really mad because he figured out when she said, "You are platforming these allegations." No, I'm not doing any. I'm doing blah, blah. Because even though JFK is an absolute idiot, he has street smarts. He knows when this is a really bad thing. Notice Jimmy Boy, he's not on screen. And then Jay Brill starts talking with his troglodyte mind. Well, you all exactly knew what this was about. You know exactly why Alex came on. And you can all sit tomorrow and say, well, we had an open link. We didn't know. Well, how should we? We didn't think. We had a Ray on, and Ray could just have said, that's not true. And we had said, we believe you, man. We're best friends. No, you would have kept pounding. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Because this is what you do, Randy. I'm JFK. No, you're not. You're Randy. Well, talk about you, broke-backed Baker. Yeah. Your homophobia is showing, asshole. Yeah, I'm Mess. If you want to call me Mess, it's just a weird name to use in English. That's why I'm Broken Baker. I'm not hiding who I am. But hey, I'm not an insecure 50-year-old man who has to sit there and think I'm still 20 years old with my crew of guys who, like in a zombie apocalypse, you don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be faster than the slowest. And that's why you have this crew around you. Mo Esquire is Ray's lawyer, yes. How they even confirm Alice is related to him? They were on Facebook, That's Meredith and Jay Brill. Jay Brill, the biggest private eye we have in America, was on Facebook and just stumbled over this guy who had very severe allegations against Ray from Dallas, a man they doxed last week. By the way, if you've ever been to New York, there's a beautiful steel construction. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. I will sell you that for only scrap price. You can buy the Brooklyn Bridge of me if you buy their excuse that we didn't know. It was just someone who jumped on. And this guy kept being on the show, just hanging out there. Because I have had open mic nights. I think Mo must report this as a lawyer, not 100%, but I think it has to do if Ray wants to sue. Alex should went with a voice changer and a silhouette. Probably smarter, yeah. They did not fact check a goddamn thing. That's exactly it. Hey, little D. Good morning to you. Him and his stupid questions, no one owes them any answers. No, Ray could just have said, now you know this is Ray's lawyer. Let's hear what he starts yelling at her. Because instead of having a grown-up conversation, because none of these fucking 50-year-old guys have ever grown up, we just start yelling like a kid in a candy store who doesn't get its will.
You are broadcasting that what he is saying about Ray is true, that he's a pedophile, that he committed these sexual acts against minors. You're broadcasting that.
I just know that. I know women, but I
that's
know,
what you're doing right now.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so I'm telling you.
Ray had a chance to say why it's not true, and that's it. And he's not. He ran.
What is he going to say? It's not true.
That's
what
all
else
he
is he
wants.
going to say besides it's not true?
Tell him he's a liar. That's all he's asking for.
The burden is on the people. The burden is on the people publishing and spewing this bullshit that they know, and you know in the back of your mind.
How do we know?
How do you know? Because she's a lawyer, you fucking moron. You bear the burden if you make allegations.
You really think that? I think James knows that that's not fucking true. And I can't believe that you sit here and think that it is. And that you think it's okay.
I don't even know who he is. I don't know
you think
who this
it's
guy
okay
Corey is. I don't know him.
And did you know who this guy Alex is? That you
This was how it went. When when Mo came on, they just started yelling over her and saying, Ray can just come on and say, I'm not a PDF file. Because you know just as well as I do that these fucking idiots would accept that. No way. No way. No one answers to them. Sadly, they have more viewers than I do. I'm sorry to say, but I think I do a better product than they do. And I'm just sorry that I can't beat these assholes. That's exactly what JFK does every single time. He throws accusations out there or allows someone else to insinuate something and then says he's just asking questions. Yeah, and then he'll turn it around and say, well, that's just what Turtle Boy does. That's just what Turtle Boy does. No, Turtle Boy goes up and asks a question and said, Jen McCabe, what happened at Fairview 34? That's not the same as getting some random person on that you absolutely never saw before, and then you go in, and that's the funny thing. You didn't know this was going to happen. Hey, Olivia, all of this, your false, bogus, unsubstantiated BS accusations are not my obligation nor burden to refute, let alone respond to. Olivia, you of all know this better than anyone because you were sadly the one they tested this tactic out on. Can we flip people who liked Olivia Nile? And they could. They put you in a shitstorm that you didn't deserve. And everything, this is why I tell everyone, DMs are sacred with me. Unless you threaten someone, I will not disclose any DMs. I normally joke about it and said, you can send me booby pics in there. It's a joke. Well, but if you want to reach out to me and tell me something or have a conversation with me, I put on the cone of trust with people. I don't sit there and say what has happened was this or that, or this person shared this story with me. Because I don't believe this is not what you do. And I know a lot of people are very split about Ray, which is, that's for you to decide what you think about him. What I have a problem with is this kind of allegations because they used them against me last week, the week before that. They didn't have someone come on their show and throw them in my face, but both of them, Jay Brill and I think it was JFK, both alleged that I had a proclivity for kids. smart enough not to be actionable. Well, actually, Jay Brill was probably open for defamation. But the easiest way to defend against defamation is being a poor fucker who can't be sued for anything. I hope this was an eye-opener for Will and Aiden. I think both of them know there's no good comes from this tree. But I'm sorry to say, they did the dry run on Olivia. Then they started with Aiden. Aiden sadly had too much goodwill with people, too many people who could see all of this bullshit, who would then say, hey, this is unfair. This isn't what we do. But then they went on to the next target. And this is so despicable that this is how you run. What if I started making allegations that I heard this or that person lets their boyfriend get to their daughter? I better have some fucking proof of that. Nothing can destroy a person's reputation anymore, more than that. To the person who sent me 2 clips, is it okay if I play them on stream? I don't, just DM me if it's okay to play in the stream. I don't want to, if there's anything in there that can kind of disclose who you are. Class action suit, you will, Ray and Olivia and Turtle Boy. No, we can't do a class action suit on this one because this is just, that's personal. So, yeah. Okay, thank you. So, well, it wasn't the swears. I just don't wanted you to get doxed off of this. Correct, he was, Silas just said he wanted to build bridges with Ray. That didn't last long for JJ to break his word. Well, funny enough, he has been doing this for the last month, going around saying, could we all be friends? Then he goes back to Daddy, and Daddy tells him, no, you have to do this because Daddy needs his paycheck. And Sugar Mama won't come around and throw $500 at me if I don't attack Turtle Boy. Come on now. We need to pick it up. We need to hate on Aiden. That's how we get our money. Come on now. Linda, yes, I was accused by 2 people last week of being a PDF file. I can laugh at the person who always come in and tell me that I've sent 200 to 300 unsolicited dick pics to you ladies. I have never taken a dick pic in my life. So I don't know. Maybe it's my beautiful Scandinavian face that doesn't show much emotion that makes it hard to figure out when I'm being sarcastic. But there's 2 things that I don't like. It's when you talk bad about my view on women because I am the father of the 2 best women on this planet. I'm sorry, ladies, you're all wonderful, but you can't hold a candle to my daughters. And if you accuse me of being a kitty diddler. I have been a juror for 16 years. I was talking about this yesterday when I was in court. I remember maybe 10 cases over 16 years. Some years I do maybe 15 cases. And I remember 10 cases. I have a murder case that I remember. But the rest of them is, sadly, the 2 minor cases. Well, I have 2 minor SMEX cases and 1 minor who got severely beaten by his parent. Those cases will be with me forever because I had to sit there and watch these people give testimony about what happened to them. And if you think that listening to that makes you go home and say, oh, what a wonderful day, I made $100, then you are fucking insane. I had a case with a guy who raped 8 different women. I had to sit and look at these women when they had to relive what they had been through. So calling me a misogynist makes my temper rise a little bit. My phone is dying. I'll scream loud. Hope you'll hear me. Okay, Mary, we can hear you. Not only the person accused, like I said about Nan, they are risking children too. They don't understand that their crap can lead to traumatic events for children around the accused. They don't give a fuck about other people. This is clips I've been sent. I don't know what's in the first one.
On a certain
Oh, this is with Nan
your
on.
question. I will tell you this. I listened to you after the fact on a certain channel, and I commend you for meeting a perceivable enemy halfway. And maybe he is not an enemy, but he is certainly someone who has been incredibly divisive and insulting to people within the community on a level that really bothers me as a female. And he's taken shots at me. He
Can we just dispense with this? You are misogynist if you have any criticism of the female kind. I can despise any woman on the planet if she is despicable. I can despise any man on the planet if he's despicable. I can despise any race, religion, gender I fucking want if these people are despicable. You didn't scream when Olivia Nile had her entire life ruined online just because some weird guy couldn't get his dick wet. You didn't scream at that point. Now, because Will didn't want to play with you, he's a misogynist. Calling a woman a cunt doesn't make every woman a cunt. I have some of the most amazing women connected to my channel. I have wonderful mods. One of them is a man. That's Brandon Lesko. And it's just because he likes to use a little more colorful language than it's allowed. The rest of my mod team are women. They are some of the best people. If I have days of doubt, if I have days of, I don't want to do this anymore, if I have days like today where I will be, I can talk to them and they will either give me the tough mommy hand or they will do the, well, today we need to cuddle him. They are amazing people. I have wonderful people who watch my show who is always very supportive. I have conversations with some of you behind the scenes, and you're all very, very nice to me. And I try to be nice to you as well. So this entire myth that me, Aiden, and Will hate you women, just because we don't like one or two or three women, either you women are what I see. You're unique, you're individuals, and you all have upsides and downsides. Or you are what Nan claims to be, one, which I think is demeaning. Seeing all women as the same. You have some super smart women who I know if I reach out to Sleuthy Goosey, she will find exactly what I need in 5,000 pieces of paper. I say, hey, by the way, that Sergeant Goody thing, she will understand my weird request and send it to me within 5 seconds. If I reach out to Emily C and says, you want to come on my show? She's going to come on and we're going to have a great show. We have, all of us, I believe, somewhere between 80 and 90% female audience. You must hate yourself if you want to watch misogynist pics all the time. So could we just take that misogyny angle that all women are victims of us evil menness just because we make fun of Sugar Mommy? Wouldn't we disperse that? I don't hate Twisted Tragedies because she's a woman. I hate her because she's a fucking liar. Yeah, it turns out we don't like that shit. Yeah, allegedly, maybe I didn't say so. That's the definition of discriminatory if you see all females as the same. Exactly. And all these people will do that. You are not individuals, but you are. And some of you will piss me off more than anything on some days, like the day where my program shut up and everything was wrong, and you're just trying to be helpful. But when I've had the same message 3 times, I just don't need it anymore, and I just want to scream at you and say, I know. And other times when I'm sitting here and like I am right now, still not over this illness, and you ask, hey, how are you, Baker? Oh, thank you so much. You're good. Thank you. And when women aren't enough, they use kids and sexuality. Her her hidden anti-Jimmy things where she is alleging, of course, she's smart, she's a lawyer, so she doesn't say it outright that he shouldn't be around children. Shows you what kind of person she is. I met plenty of cunts too, and I'm a woman that knows awesome women. Make it make sense. I never feel hate towards me here as a woman. I get offended that I wouldn't be allowed to not like people. You can like and hate whoever you want. I had someone say when I was doing the Turtle Boy stream, the Can Read stream yesterday, I don't like Jess Machado. And you are allowed not to like Jess Machado. You're allowed not to like Nurse Kim. You're allowed not to like Emily C. No, you're not allowed not to like Emily C. Because she is the sweetest, most wonderful person. But you're allowed not to like people. You're allowed not to like Melanie Little or Andrea Burkhardt or Brandy Churchwell. You're just not allowed not to like every woman. Because everyone, every single person on the planet is unique and has upsides and downsides. And some people, yeah, I don't watch their content. I don't hang out in their streams. Other people I like. And I have people who will tell me, why do you talk to that person? I don't like them. Well, I think they're fucking funny. We are all individuals.
He has specifically said some pretty disparaging things about me the night that I was live with you in Massachusetts in October. So like I found out about that after the fact, and I was very, very upset about it. But
What night when you were live with me?
Yeah, like in Malden.
So Jimmy hurt Nan's feelings, so now she is on her vendetta crew.
So long story longer, he turned
Some
around.
guy.
It's like
Name Loco, who's down with 6ix9ine. But you know what?
This one is them saying they're allowed to do it. Let's listen to that one.
Name Loco, who's down with 6ix9ine. But you know what? That's neither here nor there.
We do know a dude named Loco. We don't know if he's down with 6ix9ine. He just called you a rat like 6ix9ine. But you trying to compare right there, like, see, this is what I mean in the moment when shit's live. I should have cut him off right there. When you tried to compare me calling you a PDF to people coming up, well, disclaimer, I never called you a PDF.
Never
I
did.
played a song that was emailed to me from somebody from your city.
To a fake character you made up. You're not even really Ray from Dallas.
To some guy.
It's like
Name Loco.
To a fake character, you're not even Ray from Dallas. Hey, Randy, who are you? No one is faker than you and your pathetic, I'm such a tough guy from the streets. And I've been in this business now for close to 4 years. I do get emails. Most of them are, hey, what trial are you going to cover next? Hey, have you seen this trial? I think that could be interesting. Or I think you should collaborate with this creator. I have never gotten an email from some random person in any case I have covered saying, oh, by the way, I have this very specific, very damning allegation against a certain person. I think you should get this email and learn that this person is a PDF file. How many people do you think really had texted James Jackson out of the blue saying, hey, yo, yo, this bro, yo, he's not Ray from, Dallas, yo. In reality, yo, he's a child molester. One in chat if you doubt that was what happened. Who made these Neanderthals the gatekeepers? Sadly, a lot of the anti-Turtle Boy people did. Someone asked Brill if he had warrants before Turtle Boy hearing. That's why he didn't go. You mean Will is not the Glarer? Yeah. Fake characters. Aiden isn't a turtle. Sorry, I know a lot of you just had your mind blown. Did you know that the young jerks are not young? And there's only one of them on the show. You're all fucking fakes. We are all fucking fakes. Because that is what YouTube is. We have our personalities on here. That's how it is. Am I like this 24/7? No. When I'm done with this show today, I'll be going in, taking a nap, feeling sorry for myself. Now I'm just a little heated, a little fired up. And then I might not respond to people for the next 8 hours because I just don't want more bullcrap. Because I get sick and tired of this bullshit that I have to sit on the sideline and see people just fucking blaming bullshit on people. Hey, maybe it's not bullshit. I'm not saying that tomorrow we don't get 5 police reports proving this. It would have been nice if you had it tonight when you made the allegations, when you knew this person who sent you these emails that you didn't know and who just whoopty jumped on your show for an open mic night tonight. But if there's proof out there, I'll condemn Ray from Dallas from here to the end of time because no one touches kids. But if there's not, I hope he fucking sues all of your fucking low-life asses. And I will do fundraisers for him so he can get his lawyer bills covered. Because you have taken it too far. You threatened Will. No, we didn't. We just wanted to ask some questions, No, you wanted Will to be intimidated. But I think you little Hoodbooker crew couldn't intimidate anyone but maybe Mike from the Young Jerks because he got scared when Kate Peters said, "You're next." When will this stop? Will it end when they push someone too far and take their own life? Sydney Sue, I have been in communications with a couple of people about this situation. Some have been directly and others have friends who has been, and now I sound like Twisted Tragedies. Oh, I got so many people in my inbox. But I've been talking to some people about all of this, through a lot of this, and I have told them all, I am fearful this is going to go too far soon. I am very fearful this is going to go too far. He's not convicted or he couldn't be with his kids, which we have heard with him. Law doesn't allow that, so they're in big trouble. If he chooses to sue them. Hey, Sarah. Oh, why did it move?
He created it. So long story longer, he turned around, he created a channel based on my channel because we were fighting all these people who said all this vile shit about people. They said a lot of dirty shit, like shit that would drive you crazy, like go fuck your mother, they no shame. And then they would hide behind the First Amendment and say, I could say whatever I want about you. And I'm like, well, I don't understand that language because disrespect to me is disrespect. And I don't tolerate disrespect. You know what I mean? Guys like me and you already, I can tell you understand.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, and his Susie cues.
yo, these people, yo, you know, disrespect. I don't tolerate disrespect. Fucking liar. Randy, you sad, pathetic old man. You have nothing in your show but disrespect for everyone else. And why? Because you're so fucking envious of everyone. You started shitting on Danny from Red House, the most gentle giant on the interweb. He's a pothead who has fun with a lot of ladies. And you got so fucking jealous because you sit there with your little circle jerk club. The only women you can get on has GPS trackers on there. And you got so effing jealous of Danny that you had to disrespect him. You had to disrespect the women on his show. You wish you could get a Mary B on your show. You wish you could get a Crazy Amy on your show. You wish you could get a woman on who had a clean record. But I don't, said fuck your mother. So what? So are you so sensitive? You're from the streets? I thought you did rap battles and hung out. Back in the day when I was an aspiring young hip-hopper, I didn't rap because I couldn't really carry a beat. We said fuck your mother all the time because that was the 90s. Me and Randy is probably around the same age. We said fuck your mother a lot. We got in street fights. Whenever we were out on our skateboards, we said stuff to each other. We were the east side, they were the west side. We would yell at each other in the streets. I have been beaten for wearing baggy clothes because if you have baggy clothes, you have a knife on you. Trust me, I didn't tell them, no, I really want to discuss. No, I said, well, go F yourself. But poor little Randy can't hear the word fuck your mother. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't clear anything with it. Oh, disrespect.
He looks like he can't control his honey bun habit, you know, and his Susie cues.
So Ray from Dallas comes in, and I don't even know if he's a black man because this movement there's not really a lot of black people in it, right? That's the reason why.
Have you made a census? Yeah, I know you did one in chat if you're black. What has your color skin to do with anything? You are weirdly upset about people's color. Why? Why is it so important to you if Ray from Dallas really was a black guy? Does it change his opinion that he's a black guy? Or do you have any other problems with black people? Well, it was Will who had a voice changer. No, it wasn't. Oh, there was this guy that Will was on a show with once. No, it wasn't. But all of you people, well, he wasn't a real black guy. Imagine in 2026, you have well, I'm not sure he's black. Because black means what? You don't think black people thinks about justice? You don't think that there's black people watching the Karen Reed trial? You don't think black people care about the injustices done by the Massachusetts State Police? Yeah. There's a little saying that if you know how many black people you know, I don't know a ton of black people. We don't have a lot of, well, we have gotten more Somalis and Eritreans. I always joke about it with, one in chat if you know a black person. My neighbor is from Kenya. I'm pretty sure he is blacker than most of the friends JFK has. And he has the cutest little daughter. Hey, expert, why are you up?
why they say this vile shit that's so, on the borderline of racist, because they can get away with it because the crowd is white. So anyway, he just started.
What borderline racist shit can we say because the crowd is white?
Because they can get away with it because a lot of black people in it, right? That's the reason why they say this vile shit that's so, on the borderline of racist, because they can get away with it because the crowd is white. So anyway, he just started saying vile shit after vile shit, talked a lot. So long story long.
What racist shit has?
Wait, so someone sent me a track, and they said, wait,
So
someone sent me a track,
he turned
and they said,
he created he just was basically an.
It autoplays in the background. It's a little annoying. What vile racist shit have you heard? The only person I have ever heard bring up color is on that show. Have you ever heard anyone else? Oh, I heard a lot of racism from the anti-Karen Reed crowd when they called the foreman.
Space right here, live streaming, true crime.
Let's go.
You can't do that, and he knew.
What the hell?
Wait, so someone sent me a track.
What's
Your
question.
So long story longer.
I will tell you this. I listened to you.
Shut up. I don't want you to autoplay. That's the worst part of getting clips on Twitch, but it's I got so many clips. I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted, but I'll try to see if I can figure it out. In this one, I think we need to hear. But who is it who is so infatuated with color? I don't care. Again, I could play I have a lot of Muslim friends because I used to play football in an integration project club where we had a ton of primarily Middle Eastern. That doesn't change me in any way in having a right to say more or less about people of color or religion than anyone else. Because I don't see your color, I don't see your religion, I don't see your gender. But little Randy has a big old problem that he always have to mention racism and black people and yeah. Hey, Volstom. Hate to say it, JJ really was never sorry. It was all for cloud, and the majority of Ray's chat called that out immediately. Chelsea, I'll have to say Ray has kind of the same problem that Aiden has. He believes people when they tell him, hey, I want to make this right. Okay. And they just want it for the clips. Just want it for the clips. Laura Riker, good morning to you. They are the only ones who care about color. I have never heard anyone say that black people weren't allowed in the Free Can Read movement. I have never heard anyone say anything that could even make me believe that this is a snowflake club. The only person I've ever heard talk about color is a 50-year-old man who believes he's 25 and still is a rapper.
It just didn't at the time. But as I got older, I went did some time myself. I went did 8 years in the penitentiary. Most of my cases came from beating pedophiles and rapists and child molesters' ass. Mm-hmm. I had over 20, 30 fights. Majority of them came from you put one of them sick motherfuckers in my cell and beating their ass.
He ran quick when he seen you face pop up, bro.
Like that. He freed me in the streets too, man. I've been trying to pull up on this man. It was only by the grace of God he never showed up because ain't no telling what I would have did. And that's just coming from me from the heart. Like, because I'm that type of man. Like, all predators and rapists do not deserve to live, man. Square business. It just didn't at the.
So this guy just said that he had been in fights in prison with
Space right
rapists.
here, long story. He created a channel out of nowhere on my channel because we were fighting all
I have muted you for F's sake. But he just said, I've been in a lot of fights in prison because of I was in cells with child molesters. And I have been trying to pull up on this guy. Yeah, he ran first when you came on. Jimmy Jam. The words you should have said there was, well, all of this is, at this point, unsubstantiated allegations made by Alex. We have seen no proof of any of the acts alleged in this. So we cannot verify Alex's allegations because there is no criminal record that Ray has done any of this. No, instead you said, yo, he ran away first when you came on, bro. Deuces. Can't wait for all these clips being subpoenaed for your trial. Expert is inviting Catherine to his channel. You should go to his channel. It's a good channel. And was that the one?
Basically, he was in jail in a prison.
Let's see what this is about. Meredith is back on the show.
So someone sent me a track, and they said, he was basically he was in jail in a prison in a section where sex offenders would be, and he just said things like to that nature. So I played. He sent it to me. Hold up, he sent it to me. I played it, and then he said, you got to apologize for calling me a sex offender. And I said, but with all due respect, I never called you a sex offender because you never showed your face. So I called an AI, like this down here. I called that a sex offender.
Oh. I didn't call you a sex offender. I called your avatar a sex offender. On a scale from 1 to... What the fuck did we just hear? What the hell was that? I called the AI a sex offender. I just shared the link to Expert's channel. Expert is deep diving in the Karen Reed stuff, Aiden Carney stuff right now. If you say Brokeback Baker is a sex offender, no one would believe that you were talking about anyone else than me. Are you this fucking stupid? Well, they said bad stuff about my girlfriend. So I just called an AI a sex offender. Oh my God, they're dumb. I just clipped around in it and I just wanted to do a half-hour spiel about how fucking stupid it is what they do unless they have some hardcore proof of it. I kind of felt sorry for James because I thought his buddy was just keeping him in a very heavy medicated state because, hey, I can make money off of him. I'm an enabler. But Jesus, bro. Jesus, bro. The star witness is picking their nose. No, he's scratching the side of his nose. Yeah.
So if you want to come to me for that, then that's on you. But what I'm saying to you, and I said bye.
No. If you imply that, Jimmy Jim, if I go to your channel and I play a clip of it and I say, this guy is such and such, I'm not talking about your avatar on your channel, you idiot. You know this. I'm sorry that I started your day with this, Americans. Because this is hurting my little pea brain. Andrea, thank you so much for $5 saying, we love you, baby. Well, gracias, gracias, gracias. And thank you all for hanging out with me, even though I chose to go live at an absolute stupid time a day. But I just needed to. And thank you so much. I can see you have said it in chat so many times. So thank you so much, J7, for sending me these clips. I will be sending you a psychiatrist bill because I will be seeking counsel after this. It's too early for this overload. Volstorm, it'll never be late enough for this.
But with a man, I'll apologize because you don't ever put a jacket on somebody unless that's true. And now you're coming up here as family and telling me that's true.
Hey,
so,
guess what?
So just real quick, when I touch so much, go ahead.
Hey, take your apology back. Take that
Yeah,
shit.
man. Yo, Ray.
Take that shit back. And I'm standing behind you taking that shit back.
That's your family, Ray. I have no other way but. Wait, so someone.
Take that shit back. Take that shit back. I'm not putting on
Wait,
jacket
so someone.
on someone.
Wait, so someone sent me a track, and they said
at the
you know,
time,
he was basically.
as I got older, I went did some time.
Let's hear what this one is about, because I'm sorry, this is a clip fest of stupidity.
Here, live streaming, true crime.
Let's go.
You can't do that. And he knew that if any of us ever found out, we were going to go in, and that's what we're against. We're against anything like that. So he definitely did not want his name out there. Now, I'll give him credit. When his name came out there, he showed his face, but he also tried to make friends with everybody, and he also was so upset at James for allegedly calling him a pedophile. And James fell for the bait, unfortunately. And the thing is, no one ever called Corey Bradshaw a pedophile. A rap song said, "I heard you was in PC and Lou Sterrett for a sex offense," which, not for nothing, a sex offense not necessarily means you're a pedophile, like touching kids. Not saying it makes it any better, but what I'm saying is there's really no context to that. And at the end of the day, you're claiming you're Ray from Dallas, an AI. No one even knows who you are. No one even knows if you're black.
And you're like,
no one
well,
even
we
knows.
suck.
No one even knows
you're a
who you
rat.
are behind
And
that. Are you just getting revenge on me for every time I ever did that to you on our show? God damn, James, thank you. Right? Space right here, live streaming, true crime.
Let's go.
You can't do that. And he knew that if any of us
Wait, so someone sent me a track, and they said, you know.
Randy. What? I don't know anything about rules or law or shit. Please, if anyone know what I can do, let me know. Serious want to do something that's meaningful in the big picture here. Linda, Ray has to steer this ship the way he want to do it, and I'm just saying that if he wants to pursue anything, I will more than happily donate some time to try and raise some funds if he needs for legal bills. I'm going to watch Captain America. Go watch that movie. It's better than this shit. The one with Meredith demonstrate how she's obviously in. Did I miss that one? Which one is it with Meredith?
Prison in a section where sex offenders.
Where is that one? Did I miss it? Did we play it? I don't know which one of them it is. The one about Meredith being a...
Basically, he was in jail in a prison.
And that's the one where he's talking about... does she say something? Did I skip out too fast? Go full screen, you idiot. Sorry, I'm just going back. Oh, it's a longer clip. I might have missed some part of it. Because this is why he talks about prison.
So someone sent me a track, and they said, you know, he was basically he was in jail in a prison in a section where sex offenders would be, and he just said things like to that nature. So I played. He sent it to me. Hold up, he sent it to me. I played it. And then, he said, you got to apologize for calling me a sex offender. And I said, but with all due respect, I never called you a sex offender because you never showed your face. So I called an AI, like this down here. I called that a sex offender. So if you want to come to me for that, then that's on you. But what I'm saying to you, and I said, but with a man, I'll apologize because you don't ever put a jacket on somebody unless that's true. And now you're coming up here as family and telling me that's true.
Hey,
so,
guess what?
So just real quick, when I touched so much, go ahead.
Hey, take your apology back. Take that
Yeah,
shit.
man. Yo, Ray.
Take that shit back. And I'm standing behind you taking that shit back.
That's your family, Ray. I have no other way but so someone
I don't get the merited part in that one. She's not saying anything. She's just sitting on screen. So am I missing something?
Space right here, live streaming.
so someone
true
sent
crime.
me a
Let's go.
so someone sent me a track.
Stop
And they said,
playing in the
he was
background when I have muted you. But this was a setup. There's no other way to see this than a setup. They had planned to get this Alex fella on with Ray. Okay, got another one.
You need to figure out what's going on, and that's family business. And we always talk about family business is private business, but now it's public, and we got 300 people up here right now. And
Yeah, because you made it public, you muppet.
I'm so glad because God worked in a mysterious way.
Yes, he does.
I just did on my little Facebook thing. I probably got like about 20 or 30 people that heard me understand. But I'm glad that he brought me to y'all platform so the world could hear this, so the world could see this, so everybody could keep their kids safe, man.
Wow. So it's like that, man. You got to keep your kids safe.
Yes.
Do you think that's why he wanted to stay anonymous so that his name wouldn't be out there and people like me wouldn't find your Facebook post and connect the dots? Do you think that's why he wanted to stay anonymous for so long?
Exactly.
So Meredith is the one who found him. Nice job, Meredith. Well, it's okay, Kev is on. He doesn't say anything.
I told you, he had other stuff years back. He was a promoter. He was all this type of stuff.
But real quick, Alex, Meredith, let me ask you this. How do you think Turtle Boy, knowing that you know him for as long as you know him better than us, going forward, do you think he's going to want somebody like him representing him, being his Huckleberry?
I'm sure he's gonna. Him and his friends will try to find a way to spin this somehow. But if it's
Even after
this is pretty undeniable thing. But my next question was going to be on the other person as another source to this, but it's pretty undeniable. I mean, I believe Alex Ray hit. It's kind of hard to deny this. I'm sure they'll eventually turn on Ray because you really can't be supporting this. It's just gross. I mean, if there wasn't enough reason already for Ray's behavior before this,
well, let me just Meredith, let me just add to that real quick. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I just want to add to that because it's in my mind. I think that when Ray was doing the boxing stuff, if someone would jump in the chat, someone like Alex, he would leave a comment on a video, right?
You need to figure out what's going on.
You have known Aiden way longer than we have. Yeah, and everything she has done with Aiden comes from a pure heart because this woman is nothing but pure heart when it comes to Aiden Turtle Boy. No way in hell would she find someone who might have talked about a story and then just boosted it to her little friends in the cabin crew. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Meredith, you doxed his ass. Why? Why did you need to do that? Well, he have said some wild thing. Yeah. Personally, I don't enjoy his long streams where he calls her cockeyed giraffe neck all the time. It's not my style. So I choose not to watch it because I am a grown-up and I can click on and I can see, oh, Pussy G is on. Oh, Aiden is on. Ray from Dallas is on. Ray from Dallas is talking about Meredith. Nah, don't really want to watch it. Aiden, he's talking about blow dryers. I have to figure out what he's talking about. I wish I could watch Pussy G, but no, I'm going to watch Aiden talk about blow drying. And that's what I can do because contrary to popular belief, I can choose my own screens and I can touch it and I can say, I want to listen to this. And then I can go in there and wonder what is blow drying and why did Aiden get a blow dry while he was doing a stream? That's just weird. And I can go and wonder about that. Or I can sit and watch Cosy G, watch Brian and think, that's weird. Brian had no hair at that point and now he has such luscious hair. I wish I could grow back because I'm kind of get the high temples as well. I wish I could grow hair back like him. You don't have to watch Ray from Dallas. Yeah, I know he talks a lot about you, Meredith. I know the car crew talks a lot about me sometimes. They're going to do it tomorrow. You know what I do? I don't give a fuck. I'll just say, well, that's childish behavior. So what? What did you do? You went out there to try and find some kind of dirt so you could destroy this man. This man who was just promoting a children's boxing event, because that's exactly what you are allowed to do if you have had these allegations against you, proven in the court of law. And you said the words, there are proof of it. So far, you have one person claiming it happened. Did you find his court records? Did you find his court records that claimed that he had molested a child? Other than that, there's no proof. There's allegations. But you don't give a fuck about that because you are a vindictive bitch. Oh, you hate women. No, I don't hate women. I hate one woman because she didn't care what she did today. We know from her previous boyfriend that she didn't care. He ruined that guy's life. Thank God Aiden didn't do drugs with her when she wanted to do that, because that would have been on camera and it had been everywhere out there. Because this woman is insane. Yeah, and she's going to come for me. And she's going to find something in my past that she can blow up. Good. Fine then. I have no criminal records. Probably talk to my ex-wife. She can tell you some stories about how horrible I am. But you, woman, has done everything you can destroy to destroy the men in your life who didn't want it to be with you, because you are insecure, vindictive, and you don't give a fuck about anyone else in your life than yourself. Why don't you try and turn off your computer, spend some time with your kid, and get over these men? Didn't you have a new boyfriend that was so great you didn't have to think about Aiden anymore? Wasn't that the story we heard? Baker, before you take your nap, don't leave before telling us your favorite song. I mean it. Saying it now just because sometimes you leave so fast, I would at least like to know. I don't have one favorite song. I have songs for different moods, different times. So I don't have one favorite. So I can't give you my favorite song. Because you always have something. Sometimes you want to hear a little Disney, sometimes you want to hear a little Elvis. So I don't have a favorite song. Because that's just how I am. I like different strokes for different days.
Jay Boogie, you should have been an actor. You are a natural, my friend.
I think we need to
fun fact,
smile
I
a
have
little
been
bit.
offered a part on what is now Outer Banks, and I should have taken it way back then. I just couldn't because they were doing the filming in the Carolinas and whatever. But God, that became a big Netflix show, and I kick myself every day for that. But I did a little bit of acting here and there.
I needed that. She can always make me smile. Thank you so much, Catherine Tourette, for gifting a membership that went to Chichigini. Baker, what do you think that they think the outcome is going to be? Ray from Dallas deletes his channel, will never ever be there anymore, and Aiden will have one less person in his life who will stand up like I said on Emily's channel, some of us have said, okay, fuck it, we'll stand in front of Aiden because he's under fire. This is their end goal. They want to remove all of us. They tried with Will. They didn't have any success with Will. Then they went after Ray from Dallas and will have him removed with the use of these horrible people. Well, again, if the allegations are true, I'll be the first one to scream at him and say, fuck you. But I haven't seen any proof. I've heard a guy who no one knows say some allegations. And I've heard Mo, who allegedly is his lawyer, say it's not true. So I hope the next conversation I will be having about this is, okay, that's the link to the Give, Send, Go. I will be sure to share that as much as possible. Thank you, Ray. And let me know when you serve them the papers, because then I'll make a show about that. Alexander Ramsour is a career criminal. Well, just because you're a career criminal, you can still have true allegations. But yeah, it seems very, very suspicious that little old Meredith is just putting around on the twit, and then she finds this guy who hates Ray from Dallas, a guy she has tried to destroy the life of. Fuck that, Baker. We are so much bigger than that. No, I'm not bigger than anything. I'll jump right into the dirt with you. Melissa Selwick, you have some homework, or you just came in here? Yeah, go back and watch it. I never watched them. I could never understand what people see in thieves, addicts, and drunks. I didn't understand it either, but it's kind of like Grant. When Grant kind of changed his mind, everyone is like, oh, Grant is great now. No, Grant is still a raving lunatic. He's just been right about one thing. He's still abso-fucking-lutely insane. He still screamed rapist after Aiden for 2 years. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he changed his way. No, he showed me who he is. I'm drunk now. So I'm not going to go over there and say, oh, sorry, Grant, I called you a doink the clown and said you were an idiot. I believe Grant is a fucking idiot. He has taken 3 years to get where the rest of us has been all the time. That doesn't make him great in my eyes. It makes him even more of an asshole because he forgot that he has been yelling all of these insults after Aiden. I'm sorry. I know everyone wants everyone to love Grant now, but he can go fuck right off, in my opinion. James proved that he was the kind of person who offers peace as a trap. Nonya, you are right. Allegedly, doxing Ray wasn't enough. She had to up the ante. When doxing him didn't make him go away, let's take the next step. We need people away so Aiden will be isolated and we can hammer away on Aiden. That's the goal of all of this. I don't know if what Aiden's numbers are looking like. I hope they are as good as they always been. But they will try whatever they can. And you can see a lot of people, it works for them. Oh, Aiden is this and that, and he hates women. And all of a sudden, yeah, I never really liked him, the way he treats women. Funny, you had no problems with him for 3 years. And all of a sudden, you realize, oh, he's a misogynist. Why didn't I see that? Well, I actually already saw it before, but I just forgot that I saw that he was a misogynist. JFK uses the type of rhetoric when he both blames his victims and becomes one. That is dangerous, in my opinion. JFK is the smartest of that crew. He's not smart, but he's street smart. So he will go into that, oh, I'm just asking questions. Are we allowed to ask questions? Turtle Boy asks questions. It's the First Amendment. It's not good enough. Well, there is a little bitty problem. There are certain elements you're not allowed to do under the First Amendment. One of them is defamation. You can get sued for that. And calling someone a PDF file, you better have fucking proof of it. Well, I didn't call him a sex offender. I called his avatar. Randy, good old Randy boy. Shouldn't we just skip that JFK thing now? Everyone, because I know it turns his piss into boiling water if you call him Randy. So everywhere you go, remember to tag him as Randy. You signed a legal document in your full name when you made your YouTube channel. When you get monetized, you sign off that you are this person. You have to give government ID to prove you're this person. That's why a copyright strike was put on Ray's channel, because he has to sign it in his legal name when he makes a counterclaim. This is against YouTube's TOS. Meredith's account should be banned because she misused the TOS system to get information so she could dock Ray from Dallas. I hope, but I know YouTube doesn't give a fuck about it. But it's illegal on YouTube to use the copyright system to get our name, because I sign it. I have to sign it with my name because they have to sue me to prove the copyright strike. He did this maliciously to dox Ray from Dallas. Sadly, YouTube is a bunch of nuts. They don't do anything. But Randy, you old fake Marky Mark, no matter what name is on the billboard, it goes back to the person who signs for the channel. Well, I called your avatar. No, you called the person behind, because the avatar wasn't the one who was in prison in a sexual assault unit. So stop your fucking bullshit. I know somewhere back in your little pea brain, you figured out, oh shit, this might have gone too far. We better find out a way to kind of finagle us out of it. So tomorrow when we have to do our show and say, well, well, that fat Dutch guy with his honey buns, he didn't know, well, allegedly, disclaimer, when I said avatar, I know, that. So when I really talked about was, no, you fucking idiot. Just because I put my picture on my webcam instead of having me on here, it's still me, the person who must have done the crime that you alleged was done. Why would you say Ray from Dallas avatar allegedly was a snitch in prison? You have to be sub IQ of 60 to think that joke would ever hold up. If you say, I was making the joke about being a sex offender against the avatar, you're so dumb that Jay Brill might beat you in a spelling contest. We're talking about, the avatar, when we made that song, I heard you were a snitch, I heard you were in sexual unit. It was about an avatar. You can't be this stupid. You can't be that stupid. For fuck's sake, these people. You can't be this stupid that you think that will fly. Yeah, and Randy does it on James' channel on purpose. Of course he does, because now he's legally liable for this shit. But he said the same words. And I know you talked to Ray. If he's making a give, send, go, I'm not going to make a Venmo anything, because everything has to be by the book, so everyone can make sure it's by the book. If he makes a give, send, go, or some kind of fundraiser, so we have a link, so I don't have any money coming through my account, I will promote the shit out of it. Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you, and sorry I woke you up by screaming this morning. But it would be the same when Nan didn't say something about Jimmy. Well, I was talking about the Auntie Deb character. No. You can't do that, you fucking moron. Justin for Avatar. Volstorm, as a constant avatar, yeah, we have to protect the avatars. I love Kelly Devers is in my chat, and I just want, yeah. It's the only gay in the village here. Mafanwe, I'm the only gay in the village. I'm on the same vibration this morning. Go off, King. Well, I've been going off for an hour and 40 minutes now because J7 was nice enough to take a shit ton of clips because I have just called me Mastradamus. You gave us your real name, you doxed yourself. Yeah, go fuck themselves. Call me Mastradamus. I have an idea that stream might be taken down when they wake up and see, oh, the fat Dutchman has talked about this. I have an idea that even though not all of them are friends of Ray from Dallas, a lot of streamers might be mentioning this today because these allegations are so effing insane. Nan was smart enough to cover it up. We all knew what she meant, but it was smart enough that Jimmy couldn't sue her for defamation because he couldn't get her old ass to say what she meant. Say it with your chest if you really want to accuse people of being PDF files. These idiots, they were not smart enough. And they even had Nan on. Some fucking birthday party. Okay, Mary B, you have everything. Okay. Well, I have J7 has clipped a lot of it, and that's yeah. Yes, if you downloaded it, you will lose it if they remove it. Yeah. Nan boy, say it with your flaps. How much, and now I'm wildly speculating, but they can, so can we. How much is she giving guidance in all of this? How much is she talking to Meredith? Her statements on Twitter about, well, I might change my statements. Oh, so you lied the first time? No, I might just see it in a different light. Oh, so you perjured yourself in the first report. I couldn't watch it. It was making me sick. Miss Scarlett, I flipped around in it, and I didn't even want to play the clips. I just wanted to yell. And then thank you, J7, for sharing the clips so you can all see what kind of allegations these people have made. Is there any way you can share any info I need if I want to report this? You cannot report this. You can't do anything because it's not you personally that they are defaming. So you can't do anything. It's not enough that you can go and claim on a YouTube that it's harassment. So no, you cannot do anything. Ray is the one who has to sail the ship. I said it about your avatar. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Whenever I say, hey, Jimmy, looking good, I am always talking about his avatar, not how he looks on screen. That's a disclaimer. When I say, Linda, your hair is beautiful, I'm talking about her avatar. Disclaimer. They keep doing it. They don't care because nobody follows up and reports them. Well, this is a different thing. One thing is to talk about Ray from Dallas not being real and Ray from Dallas not be a black guy, Ray from Dallas being Will with a voice change, so Ray from Dallas being someone Will went on a TV show or a radio show with years ago. All of this is nothing. But calling someone a sex offender and shouldn't be around children and not yeet that person off your stream and say, we were not aware of these allegations. We have seen no proof of it. We're sorry. End the stream. This is gone forever. Ray from Dallas, we have no way of knowing if this is true, and we, of course, won't make any baseless allegations. What did they do? They said, hey, you random guy who absolutely didn't know anything about this stream at all and we didn't know what's coming on. Right as Ray from Dallas was there, even though we all were off screen to contact you. I'm just playing what I have no proof of that. They let him sit there for I don't know how long. And then you had Little Mare Bear coming in and do well, I found him. I'm the one that set all of this up. I'm the one who went on Facebook, found someone who hated Ray from Dallas, and made sure he was on this show tonight. So the big old, oh, we didn't know. Hey, I'm Randy. I'm a 50-year-old man who thinks I'm 16 and I'm going running on my inlines tomorrow because I'm such a cool kid. Yo, you know? We didn't know he was coming on. Did you, James? No one stop Runkle now. You said something, Randy. What about you, Dre Burrell? Oh, I have no because I was and I have some DNA samples and a sock on my floor. Oh, yeah. Look, we didn't know anything about any of that. So they planted James. No, I don't think they planted James. James, I think, is a lost soul. I actually think that when he went out there and asked for good weather, he meant it. But then he goes home to Daddy, and Randy gets mad and said, "Did you go play with other guys?" And he says, I once played on the interstate and ran across 3 lanes. No, that's not what I talked about. Were you on Ray's channel? Who's Ray? Ray from Dallas. Yeah. I tried to make friends with him. Well, you can't play with other guys, and I don't like you playing with those guys. What do you mean, those guys? Well, the guys who like tuberculosis. Oh, I thought you meant something else. No, I'm not that type of person. And then he has to go back on the show after his PT. Remember, he does a lot of PT. That's why he is so tired on streams. And then he has to sit there and attack all of us again because it makes Daddy money. And when Daddy gets money, he gets out of the car and into the storage unit. I actually think, because James has been talking about it for a long time, with Ray, maybe. Maybe that was, yeah. With this guy showing up today, yeah, I think that most likely it was a setup. So it's okay to call someone a PDF file because your feelings were hurt. Overgrown senior citizens that wants to do senior citizen rap and steal things, lol. Blue Jay, yes. James was the setup on his makeup with people. He has been used by JFK to do his bidding. Yeah, I think you might be right in this occasion, because I really thought that he was trying to mend some fences, but Daddy got mad at him and he had to crawl back to the cross and say, "Okay, I hate everyone too." because you're the only guy I like. Porcupines has pricks on the outside. Nonya, I know that. The other Mary B, Mo wouldn't have been able to file a cease and desist on Mayor if there was any proof that these allegations were true. That's a good point as well. I don't know why when I said Mare Bear, I started. My sister, did any of you have Care Bears back in the day? I made the Mare Bear. Look at that dark little heart.
Jay Boogie, you should have been an actor. You are a natural, my friend. Fun fact, I have been offered a part on what is now Outer Banks, and I should have taken it way back then. I just couldn't because they were doing the filming in the Carolinas and whatever. But God, that became a big Netflix show, and I kick myself every day for that. But I did a little bit of acting here and there.
At least someone came out on top. The producer of Outer Banks. As the beach whale, yeah, that's the jobs he had. But I think Mares posted a screenshot of the crazy guy's Facebook post from 2 years ago with a picture of Ray's family that he's not even in and called him a sexual predator. This is when Mo did the cease and desist. Okay. Good. JFK did the same thing when James became friends with Will. He pulls him back in and doubles down to start drama. Yes. Olivia, it's not April 1st. Didn't you know? Someone sent me a clip where she talks about, you were out with me on my birthday. You of all people should know a lot of people wants to talk to me and a lot of people wants to hit on me. But I love that she got her little Mickey Mouse things because just like Randy wants to be younger with his street look, so does little Miss Twisted. And she changed her name to Untwisted Tragedies because we untwist a lot of things. The only thing you untwist is that long strand of hair that came out the last time you took a poop. Fuzzy G, that fake koala account used his best cyber investigation skill to say I beat up a pregnant woman because I have a similar name and live on the Cape. We are dealing with shitbags. I'm sorry, Fuzzy G. I'm sorry that that you have also had a bit of this. As I said when Olivia came in, she was the test run. She was the one they tested it out on. Let's just pile on and just accuse them of wild shit. Because people, sadly, are dumb enough that they will boost all of this on the Twit Sweat because we don't like Aiden. So let's just fuck up Olivia Nile. Doesn't matter. She did what wrong? Okay, well, that worked. Let's try it on Aiden. Oh, it doesn't work. Aiden has too much of a following. Let's go after Will Declarer. Oh, he took a mental break. Good. He came back. Let's try the same shit again. Oh, he didn't waver in his support for Aiden, but we got him off screen for some time. The same playbook. Sorry, Olivia, you were the first. You were the one who had to take it right in the face because people were so willing to just believe all the shit they read online. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for everyone. these assholes will go after, because they have no life, they have no shame, they have no honor. And I hope, I hope the cease and desist to Meredith was the first thing to happen. I hope all of their little cart houses burns down. They got really quiet when Meredith deleted all of her shit, because she's the one who has been feeding them all of this bullshit. And now she's sitting on a show and taking credit for finding this guy. I hope this guy's going to suit his ass off. Hope the cabin crew gets their ass suit off. And more than anyone, I hope that karma will find the mare bear. I don't know, you call it a nightmare in America. In Danish, we call it mareridt. Mareridt means that the mare is riding you, because it was an old tradition that a nightmare was actually the ghost of a woman who would sit on your chest and haunt you through the night. That's the mare. So her nickname is fitting. Mareridt. I got a message the other day saying, Jason, I know what you are about. 2015 sounds familiar, so I googled my name and arrest record, and it was the first result. I knew it was coming. These fucking assholes. These fucking assholes. And they don't care. Will, Aiden, and Ray have all reached out to them to bury the hatchet, yet all along, despite what they said, they were just using it against them. Yes, and now, after last night's show, no one should reach anything out to them and try to bury any hatches. The only thing that should reach out to them is Mo Esquire. Kevin, she doesn't do what you like on your chest. I'm sorry. But it's an old story about how they would sit and give you bad dreams. I think it's actually an Irish. Maybe I can find the picture I'm talking about. Remember reading a book about a guy who traveled to America, but the nightmare followed him, because every night she would sit and make him feel he was dying. That's the folklore about the nightmare. You can tell nightmare. It's the mare part. Why can't I find that photo, that picture? Huh. Sorry, but that's the folklore about nightmares. This is a legal matter. It is a legal matter, but again, let us know. I'm unscarable, sadly, for them. Again, Cossie, we all have our past. We have all done dumb shit in our lives. But we are all also fucking old. And contrary to what some of them believe, not all of us still steals muscle milks and polos. We've grown up enough that we buy our shirt or get it sponsored by our wonderful viewers. Thank you, Marissa and J7. Ain't got no quit. I'm black and I love my black. I love all colors. I don't see color. I see people as humans because we all bleed red. Exactly. And that's how you should watch anyone. Doesn't matter who you pray to, who you sleep with, as long as it's legal. What food you like, what color you have, what country you come from, what language you use. You judge by the content of the character, not on the basis of the skin. I stole that from a very famous American who said these words 60 odd years ago. And we were moving in that direction until politicians found out we better get them hating each other again. And sadly, way too many people are willing to do that. Hey, Spacey Stacy. These dudes make it the KMS shit looks like Charles Pay. I don't know the KMS thing. What's up, bro? My brother pooped in a supermarket, so he beats me too. Oh. In the words of Dennis Leary, when you take the time to get to know them, you'll hate them for so many other reasons than the color of their skin. There's so many people that, once they show you their true color, because that's not the color of their skin, then you will see who they are. Jay Brill was the investigator in this matter. Yeah, I heard that he collected some DNA evidence in his sock. But I've been yelling for 2 hours now. It's 1 o'clock. I need to take my midday nap. You all need to get to work, get to school, get to bed, do whatever you need to do. Thank you so much for hanging out on this sad occasion that it really was, in my opinion. And Mary B, if Jay needs us, in the words of Crazy Amy.
Because Baker's like, let's go, let's fuck. Like, I'm down. I don't know everybody else.
Let's fuck. Fucking car crew.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant pause and think about the jury.